Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan. And getting the inside reporting from the sideline, it's David Aldridge. And the Pacers start off with the ball. Pass to McKee. It's all in by the Bulls. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Back to Pippen. Down low. Here's Grant, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
I applaud Grant, figuring out a way to get to the stripe.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Grant. And Grant drops them both.
You know, one of the things you love about Grant is how hard he plays. I mean, not only that, but he plays hard and smart.
In the corner, it's Richardson. And here is McKee. This game he had 10 points, just 3 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Yep, that one goes.
Well, that's an easy, effortless make right at the rim.
Yeah, you know this. You usually get only looks like this in the layup line. The defense has to make it harder on him right there.
Now, here's Pippen. 11 points last game. McKee with the defensive effort.
And he knows he's got to convert in these situations. No excuse given the limited defense on him.
And it's Miller in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miller's got 5 now.
As a ball handler, you have to be aware of your teammates. He did a great job moving it out for 3.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Great defense, forcing the tough shot. Getting a hand up on him is a must.
To the middle, here's McKee. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Tell you what, looks to me like they're trying to crack this door open.
Yeah, they've got the momentum. Can they separate now?
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. So off the run, nice spin off the left rim and in.
Good energy from Armstrong, hustling to find himself a mid-range look.
Miller surveying the floor. Richardson kicks to Miller. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And that feed led to a quality shot.
Here is Armstrong. Screened by Grant. Here he goes. Outside Pippen. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And you see how little room Pippen needs to score. The pick and roll was an excellent setup for him.
Pass to McKee. Back to Richardson. Davis with a screen on Armstrong. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one's good by Davis.
Look at that work rate. Given the second effort to get the score off the miss.
Pippen, the pass to Carter. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Boy, the size of Smith so intimidating. He uses those big hands to turn away shots.
Richardson dishes to Miller. Davis in the corner. Pocket 6. Richardson against Armstrong. Richardson, no luck.
And people will say he shouldn't take that mid-range look, but he had the space and is capable of making it.
Kicks it out to Grant. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And you know, in their last meeting against this club, turnovers absolutely killed them.
The other side forced the action, forced sloppy play on their part. They're looking to be much more composed tonight.
Now, here's Richardson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Armstrong. On the high post, he drills it.
One of the toughest shots to defend. The pull-up. Armstrong stopping on a dime.
Pippen outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Richardson with it. He has yet to score. Poke loose. Armstrong passes to Grant. Pippen down low. He's against Miller. Back to Pippen. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Miller's got 11.
What an unselfish play. Kicking it to the teammate for three.
Here's Pippen. And Davis pulls it down. Indiana leading by 7. And McKee kicks to Richardson. Back to McKee. Chicago grabs the miss.
Couldn't have asked for a better look. And a little frustration and didn't get it to drop.
Armstrong passes to Cook. Can't connect from short range. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Here's Miller. Grant gets the rebound. The Bulls shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Myers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This season is only just barely underway, Clark. Think we're off to a promising start?
I do, Kevin. I mean, it's always fun this time of year as teams work to establish themselves, to build cohesion. And it's nice to see how they progress during the course of what is a long season.
First free throw is good. That one misses. Pacers leading by 6. Now McKee. Indiana moving it around. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice play using the fake to get contact. That's pretty clever.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Indiana.
We're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been so far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Pippen, no luck.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Here's McKee. The rebound by Cartwright.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one.
Grant, that's good.
This is exactly where Grant, I think, is most comfortable operating. Feels like nobody can guard him in close.
Richardson the pass to McKee. Back to Richardson. Over Armstrong. Here's Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They don't hesitate when they get their opportunity to punch it inside.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. The Pacers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. Armstrong dishes to Pippen. Pass to Armstrong. Grant outside. And it's Pippen at the elbow. 5 on the clock. McKee with the defensive effort. Indiana leading by 6. Miller finds Richardson. Over Armstrong. Richardson, good.
Precision mid-range shot. He found his angle and goes right up.
The Bulls shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by Indiana. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, you talk about one you want back. They left a lot of points at the line.
And you think about how big a difference all those free points would have made. Definitely one they regret.
And good that time.
Scottie Pippen showing you nice touch inside close range.
Armstrong against Richardson. Here's McKee over Kukoc. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And if you give him space like that in the mid-range, he won't hesitate to let it fly.
Kukoc against McKee. And here's Armstrong, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Here's Miller, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him.
Count it. Pippen's got 8 points.
Great to see a big effort against Pippen defensively, but it's just not enough to contain his great skill.
Richardson against Armstrong. Now here's McKee. Defense is right there. Richardson, no luck. Chicago trails by 6. Pippen with it, and it's Miller picking him up. And stolen by Richardson. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Just too big, too tall. I mean, once Smith has the ball in the lane, you pretty much have to foul him to stop him.
This is his first free throw of the game. Timeout called the Pacers. First free throw is good.
The 7'4" center from the Netherlands, Smits is a towering presence on both ends.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Hard workers are an invaluable part of any team. And that's definitely something he brings to the table. He really hustles out there.
Now here's Pippen. He's got 8. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Look out. Grant attacking the rim like there's nothing the defense can do about it.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Connor. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Smits. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Cartwright. They grab their own miss. It's good.
I mean, good luck. He's 7'4". I'd foul him too. It's your only chance.
Cartwright with a screen on Williams. Kukoc for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Smits has got rebound number 5 here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Scott. Over Kukoc. Scott. Good. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
They've been the aggressors right from the start, asserting themselves from the very beginning.
Yeah, they're setting the tone, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor.
Kukoc from outside, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Indiana out in front, up 10. And back in a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Controlling the boards is a major advantage. They're making the most of it here early.
Being much more physical on the glass.
On the wing, Scott. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta.
He's become a pest to guard. Knows how to get to the line consistently.
Pippen with the wide-open look. The second effort. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
pure effort there. He just wanted it more.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. And Clark, you look at the evolution of the game, it seems we're seeing less up and down action.
Yeah, it's a little more half court, and also, Kevin, I think isolations have become front and center now. Teams know they can exploit a matchup with no zone defenses allowed, and I think the half court game and the fact that there's no zone really makes every possession count that much more.
Tied by Scott. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
As competitive as they come, Scott loves to get to the rack. Really puts pressure on that defense.
Kukoc can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 6. Outside, Scott. Pass to Mitchell. Now Davis. He's guarded by Cartwright. It's blocked.
A true anchor. Cartwright shows quick reflexes to come away with that block.
It's good.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Seeley, started by Kukoc. Pass to Seeley. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Scott can't get it to go. Chicago trails by 4. Picked by Cartwright. Armstrong passes to Cartwright. Over Davis. Rebounded by Scott.
That's a quality shot right there. It just didn't fall for him.
Hey, they don't all end in scores. Great execution, and they're happy that they had that kind of a chance.
Banked in off the glass. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
Scott really attacking inside, relying on his agility to get that shot up and down.
There's a good screen, and he drives in, and it's Kukoc with the jam.
The big fella with the flush. Good aggressive finish there.
You're right, Clark. Normally he leaves those to his teammates.
Well, he saw an opportunity to slam it down, and he seized it. Terrific play.
Seeley passes to Scott. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's Pippen on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Grant. That's good.
They found something, and they're clicking now.
Their offense has put them in position. Now, can they keep it going?
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
The coach now looking to make some adjustments.
Yeah, so I like this timeout. Reset, talk it over, how you want to attack this game.
Chicago making a switch here. First checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Davis. That one misses. Kukoc with the defensive effort. Pass to Pippen. Back to Kukoc. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Miller, all alone. He squares up and sinks it. Miller's got 13 points.
This is clearly a man on fire. Was tremendous last game.
And that has bled into this game. Just a force on offense.
Kukoc, a screen on Scott. Kukoc gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
Point blank range, that's what you want.
The Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Davis with a screen on Kerr. Kerr against McKee. That one wide left. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-6 run. Kukoc, good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
High arcing shot, score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
And it's Armstrong missing. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Scott kicks to Davis. Davis sets a screen. High post shot, and it's in there. McKee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is a shot McKee does have in his arsenal. Allow him room, and he will hit from mid-range.
And it's Armstrong missing. Indiana leading. The Pacers making a change here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for Indiana, Rick Smith.
Pass to Smits. Shoots over Grant. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Armstrong dishes to Kerr. Over Miller. And again, Chicago. No good. Potent offense, Clark. It's been fun to watch.
Taking it right to this defense with aggressiveness and effectiveness.
And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Scottie Pippen.
You have to like any chance that close to the hoop.
Richardson the bounce pass. Over Armstrong. Richardson no luck.
Not a bad look, just didn't fall.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
They found all kinds of ways, guys, to force turnovers, and when they did, they capitalized on it.
A huge reason why they were successful. No question. I like how aggressive they were on defense, putting a ton of pressure on them.
Here's McKee, and that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Can't afford to let McKee get this deep because he's dependable at capitalizing from this area.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Kerr's got it all tied up now for Chicago. Richardson outside. Pass to McKee. High post, Davis. Davis setting the pick for Richardson. Clock at 4. Miller outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Miller. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Kerr. Another one falls for Chicago.
He can shoot it. Kerr won't light up the scoreboard, but he makes a ton of the shots he takes.
Pass to Miller. Kicks it out to Richardson. Off target with his 3. Chicago leading. Pippen with it. Picked up by Davis. It's Pippen with the drive. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Tonight, Pippen has taken over, showing
Indiana again missing. Chicago leading by 4. Pippen, the pass to Kerr. Shoots over McKee, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
For an accurate and smooth shooter like Steve Kerr, the mid-range jumper, no problem.
Richardson gets to McKee. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. So for the Bulls, Longley comes in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Paxson in for Kerr.
he did a nice job getting to the line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Paxson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pacers trail by 5. Richardson the pass to Smits from 18 feet away. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
What anticipation to get rid of it quickly. Saw the D closing in and let it fly.
Armstrong kicks to Grant. To Armstrong. Longley, a screen on Miller. Paxson, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Paxson known for being a laser, but not as much for making tough shots when he's contested. But he can do that too.
Now McKee shoots from 14. Count it. McKee's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice pass, creating the opportunity. Great teamwork on that one.
Pippen against McKee. Left side, Grant. Filler with the double team. No good from Grant. Richardson against Armstrong. Richardson attacking. McKee for the triple. Traps in the tray. McKee's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Nothing like setting someone up. Feels better than making a shot. To me, at least.
It's all tied in Chicago. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Bulls shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Screen by Longley. Kerr dishes to Kukoc. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Going to work on the inside, finding a way to just overcome that D.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
I like the muscle McKee puts behind this play on both ends of the floor. He moves with authority and will get physical if he thinks it'll make the difference.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago dancers. Now into the lineup for Chicago. Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, John Paxson, B.J. Armstrong.
And the Pacers with possession here. Miller, the pass to Richardson. Pippen with the steal. Over Richardson. Second shot opportunity, and the dunk by Grant.
What a play by Horace. It's got to be the goggles, right?
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The free throw drops for Grant. Indiana's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Davis setting the pick for Richardson. Inside, stolen by Grant. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pippen down low. Richardson covering. Longley, a screen on McKee. Armstrong passes to Longley. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Davis. To the paint, here's Smits. Good, and Miller gets the assist. Smits has got his second bucket tonight.
Stopping Smits inside is no easy feat. At 7'4", he can play over most defenders.
Armstrong against Richardson. Grant the pass to Longley. 5 to shoot. They get it back. Second chance shot. Pippen, no luck. Indiana leading. McKee with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Miller kicks to Richardson. Back to Miller. Indiana moving the ball around. Richardson, no luck. Well, Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And again, no good by Chicago. Miller outside. Back to Richardson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead. The Bulls shooting 47%, pretty solid. Armstrong passes to Grant. And here's Armstrong. Grant with a screen on Richardson. Armstrong kicks to Grant. The 17-footer goes down. Grant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Grant rising with confidence off the catch and shoot. And his jump shooting is probably the most overlooked part of his game.
Pass to McKee.
They're at the limit already. That to me is just lazy defense.
Chicago making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for your Bulls, Tony Kukoc.
Inside, here's Davis, and it's good, 2 points. Davis has got 9.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Armstrong dishes to Kukoc. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Miller, and Grant sends it back.
Great defense from the big man there. Grant positioning himself perfectly to get the block.
Here's Longley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
And the Pacers call time here.
All right, fans, here we go.
So for the Bulls, Cartwright's checked in for Longley. Blunt comes in for Horace Grant. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for B.J. Armstrong. And so Miller will bring it up for the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. In the corner, it's Richardson. The rebound by Cartwright. Chicago trailing here. Here's Kukoc. Sweet move, and the jam by Bill Cartwright.
When Cartwright is on the floor, you have to be aware of him on the offensive boards. Bill's looking for offensive rebounds.
Richardson the pass to Miller. Back to Richardson. Pass to McKee. Shot clock at 5. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Myers with the drive.
Hey, sometimes you just got to take a foul. That's the best way to protect the basket.
Yep, better to send him to the line than allow an easy layup.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
You love their unselfishness, keeping that ball moving. Good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Pass to Smits. Miller outside. Here's McKee. Good. And Miller gets the assist. McKee's got 18 points.
And right now, this game belongs to McKee. He's in a groove and riding this wave of momentum.
Cartwright with a screen on Richardson. Kerr can't hit. Indiana leading by 4. Miller the pass to Richardson. Pass to McKee. Miller outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Defense got all kinds of fortunate right there. Usually he takes full advantage of that situation.
I'm sure he'll take another shot at it if they keep giving him openings.
Kukoc pass to Cartwright. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Alina uses the glass to drop it in. 16 points for him. Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to McKee. Lots of room. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Now, here's Curry. He has 6. Picked by Cartwright. Here's Myers. Good on the shot.
Attacking the paint that time, unfazed by the bigger defender.
Touch, angles, whatever it takes to elude the shot block.
Timeout call for Pacers.
And I bet right now, Coach wants to go over the turnover problem. Seems like they've been trying to force things a bit. Just need to get back into a steady rhythm. Establish the pace of the offense so they can string together a good run. Solid possessions without trying to do too much.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Blunt. Byron Scotty's checked in for Indiana. Richardson outside. And McKee kicks to Richardson. To the wing right side. On the corner. And it's Smith's missing.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Back to Pippen. Over Scott. It's good. This game is all even. Pippen's got 16 points.
Ties it up with that one. You know he's such a smart scorer. Not forcing anything, letting the opportunities come to him.
It's Scott on the wing. Nice shot from the wing.
You must respect the jump shot of Byron Scott. I mean, elevates as soon as he gets the pass. And he's got a nice lift on that jump shot, which makes it hard to block. Excellent as a catch-and-shoot guy.
Count that one.
Boy, coming out of halftime, both of these teams have raised their intensity level.
Yeah, the game's heating up, and the fans are going berserk.
Here's Richardson. Good on the bucket. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Pippen. He's got 16. Picked by Cartwright. Here's Myers. And the layup is good. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to McKee. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And he continues to shine tonight. I can hear his coach telling the team, keep getting him the ball.
Here's Pippen. Bucket is good. Pippen's got it all tied up now for Chicago. Here's Scott. 10 points for him. Pass to Richardson. Back to Scott. Now here's Davis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
You can tell he scanned the whole floor and found the exact right guy to feed.
Cartwright with a screen on Richardson. Kerr can't hit. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Scott. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Bulls shooting around 48% so far in the third. Kerr can't hit. The Pacers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Richardson outside. Back to Scott. Shoots over Pippen. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Pacers have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The Pacers making a switch here. And that one falls for Davis. And he can't hit the second. Chicago trails by 3. Pippen, the pass to Carter. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. To the middle, here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got his second basket.
Really good work inside from Davis, proving how effective he can be down there.
Scott against Kerr. To the inside. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kukoc.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Scott kicks to Williams. Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Kerr. Cartwright with a screen on Scott. And here's Kerr from the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pacers lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pacers leading by 3. It's Scott on the wing. He's covered by Armstrong. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I think they were going for a little extra flavor there, ultimately coming up way short.
The timing on the pass was just off. And as a result, the play blows up in their faces.
What a boost a finish like that can be.
Woo. Wow. Rocking the rim, making him pay, and smiling back the other way.
He had a bit of room and wanted to send a message in this close game.
Nice work on the offensive boards.
Yeah, just getting the touch just right for that tip, and well timed. Fantastic play.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, but he did make it look effortless out there. In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Miller dishes to Scott. Back to Miller. Davis with a screen on Pippen. Here's Miller. Here's Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And both teams have been clicking all night long on the offensive end.
Great shooting, and they've executed well. It's nothing but fireworks for the fans.
Miller outside. Driving the lane, and Pippen pulls it down. Pippen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Count that one. Pippen's got 20 points.
Clearly a mix-up defensively there. Way too easy inside.
And in a close game, those can come back to haunt you.
And Scott has it in the corner. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Chicago trails by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Armstrong with it. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. To tie it up. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Hey, you got to defend BJ out there now. He will not hesitate to let that three-pointer fly.
Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Mitchell left side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Indiana.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. The Pacers making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Myers, covered by Miller. Down low, Pennington. It's rebounded by Indiana. Smits has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Back to Scott. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 6 assists now in the game.
A nice sense of when to move the ball and get the assist.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Grant, that's good.
Bringing the scoring punch tonight. Horace Grant has been massive.
Indiana leading. Outside, Scott. Pass to Smits. Miller outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Williams against Kukoc. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To the inside. Wennington passes to Kukoc. They set the screen. Gets it to go. That one good from Wennington. Wennington's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. And so Miller will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Scott. Back to Miller. And here is Williams. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Grant. 4 on the clock. Stripped away. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. So they take the lead. Armstrong's got 5 points now this quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense down the floor.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Wennington. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
The 7-footer getting busy. Bill Wennington using that size to throw down the jam.
Armstrong against Scott. Here's Williams. On the wing, Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smits. That's short off the rim.
Defense backing off there, knowing the mid-ranger is a low percentage.
And stolen by Scott. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Scott. Pass to Miller. They could use a bucket. Sinks the triple. Miller's got 19 points.
Nice feed on that play to keep it moving and set up the score.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch.
How about busting out the reverse throwdown?
I love it. You're right. That was special.
Showing how effective he is close to the rim.
Outside, Scott. Outside, Williams. Here's Smits. Outside, Scott. Miller outside. No good. That would have tied it. Chicago leading by 3. Myers covered by Miller. Myers passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Just hanging up there.
Yes. Put some extra emphasis on that jam.
Man, was that special.
Woo.
A bit of, look at me up here. Gotta be careful with that.
Miller, no luck. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Grant outside. Armstrong against Scott. Up top, Armstrong. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Armstrong's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago. Pass to Miller. Fires the 3. Miller with another miss.
This is what happens to streaky shooters. He couldn't miss in the first half, and now he can't buy one.
Indiana making some changes. Davis is checked in for Mitchell. McKee comes in for Williams. And it's Richardson in for Byron Scott. Grant kicks to Pippen. To the paint. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
Boy, that's an important basket, adding to the lead as this game winds towards the finish.
Trying to secure the win, they've raised their level of play in this final period.
Good work there as it goes down.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Chicago leading by 7. Layup, no good. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Releases from 15, no good.
That's exactly how you win the rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position. Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Pacers trail by 9. Davis with a screen on Pippen. Now McKee. Now Miller. A 3-pointer. Good.
I think you got to show more fight than that. Can't give up on the play once you get screened. You got to continue to fight through.
And coach is definitely going to be frustrated with that effort, or lack of one, that is.
Intercepted. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Here's the floater. He gets the bucket on the way-in.
Wow. Chef's kiss. What touch.
The Bulls leading by 4. And here's Armstrong. It's stolen by McKee. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen.
Not officially a block, but it's one in my book.
He really affected the shot. Was in great position. Textbook defense. Clearly, Cartwright is prepared to be the guy in the big moments. He doesn't shy away from the challenge.
In order to get back in this one, they'll have to be perfect from here on out.
No wiggle room at all. Any mistake or lost possession could shut the door on their night.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And he commits the intentional foul.
Richardson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Boy, Cartwright is a monster. Tough task for the defense trying to stop him.
Third team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Bill Cartwright. 2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7.
All right, fans, let's hear it.
Miller. It's good.
Taking a nice composed jump shot in rhythm, under control, not forcing it in any way.
A chance here, Mike, to possibly put this game away.
They have to remain focused.
Well, you know, I hesitate to never say never, but I don't think there's really enough time for a comeback to happen.
It's a sizable lead, and it may get even bigger.
Can't get it to go. Clark just let the clock run out.
It's celebration time.
So the Bulls win it. It was tight there at the end, but they were able to give this crowd what they wanted.
Kevin, I do think the crowd helped make it happen. I mean, in a close game, the fan support can be a real difference maker.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For our reporter, David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's game. See you later.